Seventh graders pwn Mars. What's weirder, a jetpack or a brain-dead cat? And we find out the secret racist history of Atlantis artwork. It's all coming up on Weird Things TV. Woo! In this June 23rd, 2010 edition of the program, I'm Justin Robert Young, editor of WeirdThings.com. Mars, M-A-R-S. It's held our fascination forever, and we've dumped many a science dollar into the bucket marked Study the Red Rock. But how much money could we have saved if we just paid this class of 7th graders who, during a school project, found a heretofore unknown cave that is not on our official Geological survey? We had space agencies, universities, Dr. Manhattan, all up on there, and we've never found this cave except for a group of 7th graders who probably all have YouTube accounts that have 3 times the subscribers that this one does. One of them said, "Hey, look, what's up with that hole there?" And then they gave it to the Geological survey that has basically been our Bible for Martian landscape. And they're like, "Oh, that's, I'm sure it's in my research somewhere." And now for a segment I like to call the Crispin Glover Challenge, where you, the viewer, have to determine which of the 2 items that we found on the site this week is weirder than the other one. How are you gonna do that, you might be saying in your head? Well, I'm glad you asked. You are judging it from a scale of 0 to Crispin Glover. So the most Crispin Glover-like thing is going to be the weirder. Contestant number 1! Beautiful dream is alive! Jetpacks have come to society. Martin Aircraft debuted their brand new $90,000 personal jetpack model. It's real, folks. Boom! Hell yeah! $90,000. That's all you gotta just scratch up. So you and your friend are gonna be working at Arby's, and then your friend's gonna say to you, "Hey bro, can you totally give me a ride back home?" And you're gonna be like, "Sorry man, totally ditched my car so I can save money. Anyway, peace out, see you tomorrow." Then he's gonna be like, "Wait a minute, I don't see a car out there. How are you gonna get home?" And then you're gonna walk outside and unlock the personal jetpack you have on the bike rack and go, "Oh, sorry man, it's only room for one." Boop! And then fly back home. And then go bankrupt. But sweet Lord, for that 3 weeks, bellissimo. Or what if you took the brain out of a cat, and then you forced a cat to walk on a treadmill, and then you took creepy old footage of it? Wait a minute. Tick, tick, tick. Boom! Apparently it was part of a study to see how much of a cat's reflexes and quadrupeds in general is muscle memory and muscle reaction and not necessarily brain function. As you can see up there, quite a lot. My question to you is, which is more Glover? Rate in the comments here on YouTube or on Weird Things, wherever you're watching this. Goddamn, that's creepy. Let's say you are colonial African explorer Leo from Benes. You show up on the West African coast and you find what is a gorgeous bronze statue. You're like, "Oh, this is sweet. This is maybe among the most gorgeous statue I've ever seen. Woo! It rivals even the ancient masters. Who could create such beauty, such excellence, such precision?" And you look around, and because you're kind of racist, because everybody sort of was back then, you look at the tribesmen and you're like, "Well, not them. It must be the lost people of Atlantis." Then they found out that it was really actually just the tribesmen. And the dude was just too kind of naive and racist to figure that out. It's going to be touring around the country now. You can see it in the Museum of London. It's going to be in Houston and New York this summer here in America. Take a date and you can be like, "Hey, Susie, you see that? Yeah. That was totally proof of Atlantis by some old racist. You want to make out?" And that about wraps it up for Weird Things TV. If you would like to follow us on Twitter, it is WeirdThings.com. Follow us on the website. Well, that's easy. Just go all up into your Google machine and hit WeirdThings.com. Until next week, I'm Justin Robert Young, imploring you to stay weird. Seriously, you want to make out? A 10-foot tall Bigfoot with beautiful hair and 6 fingers on either side gets rough talked off a South Carolina man's property. Hear the whole story by clicking on that picture.